Good morning, Fix-It Pioneers. It's Space Cat, and we are back working on our T3 belts. We got steel set up, we got some coal generators. We have no problems whatsoever. Of course, I'm lying. We only have 4 coal generators. Right now we need rips to get to T3 belts. Then we're gonna go grab some belts. We're gonna belt those coal generators up and actually make a proper power plant. And then we're going to go just into the blue crater a touch, where I believe there is a crash pod that has some circuit boards. And what we're going to do with those circuit boards is we are going to get some SAM ore, and we are going to switch this technology. Well, let's research it first, shall we? We're going to get this. Get some SAM ore, and then we're going to get this
Sloop analysis completed.
Before
sloops are somewhere between battery and
start
conduit,
making our next space
harvesting
elevator
energy
parts.
from pockets of space.
But much
with
to
complete
do
disregard
before
for the
that
rules
happens.
of the space-time continuum and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
Let the energies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same.
Let's see where we're at.
It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Okay, those are going in. Pretty good on rotors for now. And then I think over by our coal plant, there's actually a pretty decent place to make a reinforced iron plate area. There's a few good iron nodes over there, as well as a decent copper node. And then we can dedicate all of this more to rips and rotors and stuff
storage
like
containers
that.
and the conveyor belt Mark III
But much to
provide
do
the
before we
obviously
get there.
necessary
We
tools for
need
improving your current
what do we
setup.
need? We need MK2
Production
miners.
speed is of the essence after all. So work hard. Work as if every person you have ever or will ever love is depending solely on the choices that you make.
All right,
Because they are.
let's go get
Fix-It
ourselves.
psychologists recommend not dwelling on the crushing mental and physical strain of your responsibilities and
Ada,
simply
stop.
continuing to be productive. Hard work has repeatedly proven to be the best cure for any kind of stress. Now back to work.
Thank you, Ada. Yeah, let's go get some steel. And again, I don't want to build anything out because we are definitely on our bio line. So if you can't see that orange line, what it means is your machines are using that biofuel. So we could be headed for a crash any time now, depending on how much fuel. Now I feel like we topped it off, so we should be okay for a while. Alright, you know what? We're gonna swap this to steel beams for now, because that's what we need the most of. Just so we can get our tier 3 logistics going. Alright, so let's go look for some coal, where our coal is, so that our coal jennies are over here. Way up here. And now that we have tier 3 belts, we should be able to, well, at the very least, take those 2 miners and turn them into 8 generators. There is, you know what, actually, let me grab some sulfur, because one of those coal nodes is under a rock that you need to explode. So let's go do that. We'll do some research while we're over there. So I think I put some coal, some sulfur in here, and we'll grab some coal when we're heading over there. So yeah, here's my sulfur. I don't have any coal, so yeah, we'll have to go get that. How's you doing? Not bad. And we'll get a few more rips. Some of these. We got some metal plates. Yeah, we got everything we need. Alright. So he says. Yeah, we got wire. Yeah, we're good. Now, I don't have enough rips to make, like, what I'd really like to do right now is make at least 16 coal generators, but I'm kind of missing the MK2 miners, which is going to turn each of those miners that we have working right now from 60 to 120. Who texted me? I'm trying to record a video. So, yeah. We go in the wrong way. No. Bruh. All right. So let's get our new T3 belts going. Let's just get the whole... Yeah, I forgot. We ran out of belts to make this nice and pretty last time. Alright. And then we're going to go over here, get ourselves another miner. Gonna merge it. And actually that does not need to be a tier 3 belt. So let's have that be a tier 1 because it's only putting out 60 right now. So we can run tier 1 belts for this part, right? And then after here, then we need to up it to tier 3. Well, tier 2 would suffice, but tier 3 will keep us rolling for a while. Okay, let's try to make this look a little bit prettier. Alright, that's looking a little bit better for now. I honestly am a little worried I might run out of power here, so I don't want to dick around with it too much. In other words, I'd rather get all these guys flowing before I... Okay, so that. Everybody gets to eat. Excellent. We'll connect the motos. Oh, you full, huh? I really don't know why sometimes these pipe junctions snap and sometimes they don't. But it's fine. Alright, now let's... another power line over here because I do think we're definitely going to build some more generators here. Okay. There we go. So now you see we're breaking away from that orange line. If you're ever riding that orange line, you are going to blow a fuse if you don't address it. It's 100%. It's not like, oh, maybe. If you don't keep feeding those biomass generators, which, you know, who wants to do that? I will admit it's much easier to do now that they gave them inputs and inputs rather. It's still not super fun to do or super efficient. So let's just make sure we should have now we're gonna have exactly 120 ore, and we should be able to see that in the way the ore is spaced. So this belt should essentially be half full. So eyeball it. Yeah, looks about half full to me. So that makes sense. And that belt should eventually even out to a nice straight power curve like that, which it does. But I do want to get some coal, just to have. And I'm not gonna, well, you know, actually, let's think about this. Part of me was thinking, what if we go over here and grab the other coal node? So there's two over here, and like I said, one of them has this fancy thing. But you know what we could do? Yeah, let's belt this in and get a little bit more. What do we do here? Who wants? And then we'll be good to go for the next time. So what I think I'm going to do is bring... Okay, let's make ourselves... The reason I was a little hesitant to do this is because these are all going to be... and you know what, let's use the MK1 belt for this. Again, we just need to... it's going to put out... Actually, let me double check. This might be a pure node. I'm not entirely sure. This is a normal. I think they're all 4 normals. Yeah, it's normal. Excuse me, sir. I do kind of like the look of the belts going through the trees and bushes like this. But of course, to each his own. It just feels kind of lived in, you know? Alright, so let's get a merger on here. I don't know why it doesn't want to snap. That's fine. Alright, and this is actually just going to overflow our coal generators, which is what I want, so I can grab a little bit of it here in a bit. And then I do think... yeah, there's some hard drives up there, but they're a little far. There is one in this other lake over here, I think. But yeah, we'll deal with that later. So what I mentioned was I want to get the there's a crash site that. So let's see, we got 60 coming out. Yes, we do. All right, that's gonna fill out. In the meantime, let's just do a little hand mining. And we gotta go build a few more jennies. Honestly, not sure if we have enough mats to build that many. See how many of these suckers we can build. 1, 2. Alright, we can build 2, and probably can build a few more. Yeah. And we're going to need some extra power going into this round if we do use the summer slope technique. Okay, so I was saying, there are circuit boards at this crash site. I kind of remember. We need, I think, 50 of them to get the augmentation of the summer sloops where they make double the output, right? And that's really going to help us for the next space. I mean, it's going to help us for the whole game, of course. This game, I think, well, it's a lot better now that it has that. It's going to help us through the whole game, but it's going to help us build the, 1,000 smart plates. Wouldn't it be nicer to just have to build, 500? Oh, this one's 20 plates? It's kind of not fun to build. And then we're going to need another water generator overclocked. And getting circuit boards. So in order to do the phase 2 space elevator parts, without, I'm sorry, the only way you can get circuit boards before that is to find them in crash sites, right? Because when we hit tier 5, that's when we get oil production. So if we can get those circuit boards first, and there's nothing stopping us from getting SAM fluctuators, that's just SAM or iron pipes, steel pipes and wire. I need 100 of those. And a summer sloop, that's it. So then our whole production, we can focus on it one at a time. Like, knock out the 500 smart plates while we start building the other stuff. And then go from there. And then sloop up the next thing, and it's just going to save us. Well, it will save time, but I think even more importantly, it's going to save materials. Which we clearly won't care about those materials in about 5 hours. But right now, it's not like we've got a trillion, reinforced iron plates and stuff like that. We're still, as we see, I'm still handcrafting them. Not for much longer, but yeah. Alright, then we'll get another one over here. And you. See, that one locked. Why is the other one locked? That locked. Now the funny thing is here is we can get away with using a lower tier belt here because we don't need this portion of the belt to push out as much stuff, but I think we still have it. I prefer just to use the same belt, mostly for when if and when I tear stuff down, I kind of know what I'm gonna get out of it. But obviously there's a lot of people that like to use the right belt for the right situation. I'm totally down with that too. Okay. So, feeding. We're just waiting on fuel for you, and I think we're gonna have to just click this up one to feed these generators. I'm not sure if my math's there, but I think it's pretty close. Okay. Alright, so now you can see the belt is 3/4 of the way full instead of a half. So that's, you know, just one good way to... I mean, we could get 240 on the whole thing right here when we blow this up, but we're going to wait on that. Okay, nothing there, but there will. Alright. So now we got some coal. And what we're going to do is we're just going to backfill a couple of these, just so we have a nice even power distribution. As you can see, all of these are still being loaded up, right? So that's 100, that's 100, 100. So everything should start. And then back here, not as much, right? And also because there's no water going into this one. Okay. Alright, and what I'm going to do is... I want to stress that you really don't need to do this. A lot of people like to, just to make... It will sort itself out, but I personally don't mind. Alright, so let's see, how much water do we need? So we've got kind of an odd number here. We've got 12 generators using 45 each. So that's 12 times 45 is 540. And we got this guy putting out 180. This guy's putting out, so that's 300. And another 120, 120. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly right. All right. So we should have enough power to do the other things that we want. And not have to worry about blowing a fuse. All right, so I think what I want to do next is I'm going to go find the SAM ore. Well, I'm going to make some Nobilis first, and then I'm going to go find the SAM ore, which is conveniently pretty close to... There's actually a couple SAM ores here, but the one I'm thinking of is pretty close to the steel area. So that's good. But we need some nobelisks to get down there. It's in the cave or whatever. And then we're going to go get that those circuit boards I was mentioning and start thinking about getting more more summer sloops so we can turn the tech. And yeah, I think we'll be in a pretty good space. Oh yeah, we're not making any more rips because we don't have any. Again, this isn't all belted up yet because you don't really want to belt things up until you get to tier 3 belts at the very least, I think. And honestly, that's enough rips for the time being. We will put down an assembler here, building modular frames at a high rate. And we will go get some of our wire products so we can keep doing our rips. We should have quite a bit of wire at this point. Definitely a ton of cable. But don't. If you watch my last playthrough, you know you are going to burn through it. So don't go. Oh, I don't need this cable. You will. You will. There's no universe in which you're not going to run out of cable at some point when you pop into the next tier, I think. You just have so many things that take cable in the computer and tech trees. So, all right. So why don't we do this? Let's go do a little research on sulfur, and we'll get ourselves some of this, and we'll get ourselves some of this.
Research completed. Black powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available.
And I think we want to turn the MK2 miners before we go. That'll help a lot with that SAM ore in particular. Just getting it out pretty quickly. But of course, it's just going to... it ups your production across the board. It's just a straight 2x upgrade to every single miner you have. So for obvious reasons, it's quite good. We'll get this. And we'll make one. What do we miss?
Detonator and basic
Okay, that's
Nobelisk
fine.
unlocked. Most obstacles can be cleared with the basic Nobelisk. It is most effective against organic material and is able to destroy small boulders and porous rock. Deployed Nobelisks will stick to the first solid surface they touch and queue on the universal detonator. If you do not recall the order in which you deployed the Nobelisks, remember Fixit does not take responsibility for any harm caused due to human error, even if those errors are genetic.
Alright. So we got our rips. Working. Again, we got a hand feed for a little bit longer. Well, not technically hand feed, but you get my meaning. Hand put in box. Definitely need to do some more rotors. Rotors are the absolute worst. Let's see. That there. Make screws. Do I have any shards? I don't think so. And we need about 60 rotors. Not too bad. Actually, let's grab some of the shards out of here. Oh, you know what I can do when I'm doing this? Let's see. Let's just make sure there's enough in here to keep making. Let's go get that that hard drive I was talking about. I do wish I remembered what else it needed, but I think it just needs power to turn. I'm pretty sure. Okay, and that's over by the quartz. So we'll drive over there. And here you can use some biofuel. Sick moves. Sick moves, sick moves. Okay. And this is why I don't drive these stupid vehicles around. Like, I'm pretty sure I would be farther along if I had not. Of course, it is fun to run the animal. And this is going to help us with our points production, and as an extra little bonus, we'll grab our silicon and, well, I don't remember what the other things are called, crystals, I don't know, something. Now be careful, there is a nuclear cat over here. And I have no clue what he's doing over here, he's just here. I don't know if we can run these over. I've never actually tried. No. We can kill the, Let's see where our quartz is. Don't need this anymore. We'll get this on the way back. Alright, now let's see if I can remember where this thing is. I think we need to go up. Oh yeah, there. one thing I love about this area is all the bacon agaric. It's so good. Oh, I forgot to build my Nobilis, didn't I? Shit. Well, this might have all been a waste. I know it's around. I don't think it's. Maybe it's up? Well, at least we can get a little vantage point. Hopefully there's not some awful creatures up here. There usually are. Oh, here's Sammore. Here's Sam. Alright, let's just have a look-see. Tell you what, let's mine some of this sand while we're looking around. Hog. No, not a nuclear, but still not one that we want to mess with. Bro. Alright, I really don't want to die over here. Oh, maybe this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I think. And I think it does require power, if I recall. No, encased beams, which we can't make yet. Great. You got any circuit boards for me? I'm gonna look on the map really quick.
Live, laugh, consume.
Live, love, consume.
The effigies ripples through our temples, our veins barely touch. He is shy. Notes shall be taken and played.
From a certain perspective, your brain looks like it is processing language, but there is no auditory data. If you are hearing voices that are not mine, this is no cause for concern. It is a common side effect of extreme pressure and stress.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's the encased beams. Okay. And then let's see, we're on the normal, I think. Yeah, we're right here. So it should be like over here. Okay. I have a really bad sense of direction, I think. here. Okay, yeah, this is it. Alright. Let's kill some fools. Stuck. I have to admit, I thought there were circuit boards here, but maybe up here? Oh. Ah, yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right, cool. Go pick up some of the silica and crystals I've been producing. You don't want to drive these too far into the water, because that will happen. Oh, that's really annoying. I know. Who knew that was going to happen? I did. Like, right when I was saying it, I was like, you're doing exactly what you're saying not to do. I did think the water was a little bit shallower. And I think over here it'll be okay to drive in. Off of the mycelium thing. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot to get the sand ore. Shit. Oh well. Oh well. That's okay. I don't think I would be using that sand ore anyways. I'm pretty sure the one over here is normal or pure. Still plugging along. Alright, that's enough rotors, good. I think we just need a few more modular frames and we can flip this sucker.
Milestone reached. The Miner Mark II allows extraction of resources from nature to fix it at twice the speed of the Mark I model. Miners can be directly upgraded to Mark II without removing the Mark I model, just like
Alright, so let's look at the MAM and see exactly what I was talking about here. So, we need to unlock these. This is just basically alien matter turning into the little packets and into these. And then that's going to be the pipes and wire. And that's it. So once we do that, we can double our production on basically anything we want to, including slugs, animal parts, all those important sort of things that we need to do. And I know you can't see it, but to turn that tech is 100 SAM fluctuators, which are very easy to make, and 50 circuit boards, and I think a summer sloop or something. So all in all, pretty easy to do. I think we went over a little bit last time, so I think we're gonna cut this one a little bit earlier. And I think for next time we head on over to our steel production. We start increasing it, especially because we're going to have all the tier 3 belts that we need. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll head over there. rework our
Research
steel
completed.
to get at
Purple power
least.
slugs seem to be near
well,
the
you
end
need,
of their life
let's
cycle,
see,
and
it's
it is a good
45
thing
each,
fix it
so
does not waste.
45
Purple power
times
slugs can now be
6
processed into power
is
shards.
270. And we should be able to get 240 quite easily. So we'll be basically running five and a half foundries, and that's going to give us lots of steel. And we can of course add on to that if we want to, because if you look, we're working on these coal nodes right over here and iron, but there's also a pure node right over here. So we're using this one, which is pure, and then there's another pure over here. And if you say, oh, well, what iron do you use to support that? And we'll just go down here and impure, there's a bunch down here. But it doesn't want to tell me. It's kind of weird. Why? Am I too far? Maybe it just shows you like a certain number or something. But really, trust me, there are a bunch down here. Yeah, here you go. 2 impures. I think there's like 4 over here as well. These are both normals, so we can pop those up. Actually, let's just go over to our steel area so we can work on it for tomorrow. But yeah, there's enough. And essentially, we got these two guys cooking at what? 60 for 120 each. So we'll have 240 going in right there. And yeah, we'll be able to make a bunch of stuff. As you can see, we have quite a bit of tier 3 belt work. So we're going to rebelt all this stuff up and start cranking out our steel production. But we'll do that on the next one. All right, pioneers. Remember, stay efficient. And Space Cat is out.